And welcome everyone who's just joining. I know I've missed some of you coming on and welcoming you. So I apologise that I've had a little bit of technical difficulty this morning. So you will see a wallaby today, Virginia. We're just not there yet. Unless you need to be somewhere. Do you need to leave me? We will see wallabies. Absolutely. Sometimes called the spiny anteater, short-beaked echidna. Yep, all of that. Thank you. I'm going to go and try and see a bilby before we head over to where the dingoes and other macropods and wallabies and kangaroos are. Let's go and see if we can find the bilby first. Oh, do you need to leave us, Susanna? Thank you for joining today. You always put me at ease. So this is the bilby enclosure. Bilbies and ghost bats. Okay, so it's dark. Okay, what's in here? Tell me if you see anything. It's really difficult. Really difficult to see things. Okay, I might come back in later because there's a bunch of school kids in here at the moment. So we'll come back later. We're looking for the ghost bat, which I did see last time we were here. And they look like that. And the bilby looks like that. They're very cute. They live out in the remote desert regions, the bilby, and we've kind of adopted it as the alternative to the Easter bunny. Instead of having the Easter bunny, a lot of people like to have the Easter bilby because rabbits are really not environmentally. They're a blight on our environment. We're walking past a lot of bird enclosures here, very noisy birds. I actually want to try and find that lorikeet aviary. Look at this thing here, though. So in here we have red-tailed black cockatoos, which are up there. They're the noisy ones. And then down here, I'm trying to remember what these things are. There could be a stone curlew, which is also, the park's also involved in breeding programs for these guys as well. Okay. I want to find the lorikeet aviary, and then we're going to go and find some wallabies and kangaroos. We will pass some interesting birds along the way. I have no idea what these ones are, but they're very pretty. Deborah, you went in a lorikeet enclosure in Florida and one promptly landed on the top of your head. They do that? Yeah. I had one land on top of my head on my tour last time. Here I am wandering around aimlessly trying to find things and I can't remember where everything is. You can easily get lost in this place. Where is the lorikeet enclosure? This is the crocodile enclosure. Oh, there he is. You see him? I found the dingo. Hello there. You lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, I'm walking around on 2.3, which must be very disconcerting. I think they tend to do that though, Daisy. I think they tend to just sort of lie on the bottom of a pool or billabong or creek and wait for the water to ripple, and then they're very quick. Let me see if I can. Right, there we go. There's our dingo. Where are you going, guys? Come back. Yep. Oh, here we are. He's posing for me. I didn't even notice. And there we have, someone's backyard, just over the back there. They're not very obliging, are they? Come on, stand still for us, guys. Okay. They've got plenty of shade and they've got a nice water pool over there. And also, yeah, they do look a bit like coyotes, a little bit bigger. They don't typically attack humans, but they have been known to attack campsites on Fraser Island. So what was pointed out to me when we visited the dingo sanctuary last weekend is that typically a dingo will have a white chest, white tips of their ears and white tip of the tail. Sorry, white paws rather, not tips of the ears, white paws and white tip of the tail. So this guy looks like he's got all of that. Yeah, the enclosure's not too bad, I suppose. It goes all the way over here. That's for three animals. I guess bigger would be better. But on the whole, Featherdale is a lovely park and everything is really well looked after in here. All right, here's a quokka. We promised quokkas. Here we have one. Yes, that's true, Daisy. That is true. Alrighty, come on. Pose for me. Pose for me. Right, I'm going to see if I can zoom in on you. No, they like to move, don't they? Come on, stay still, mate. Exactly. Everyone has you thinking that on Rottnest Island they just stand there and pose for you, don't they? All right, there's a couple around that pool over there. Let's see if I can get closer to them. You've been to Rottnest Island, Lynn. Lucky you. What a treat. Yes, they're the smiling animals. They're the ones that, so this is the angle of their mouth, and if you get them at the right angle, they appear to be smiling. Oh, yes, Cynthia, that is a bin chicken. Let me just show it to you. That is an ibis with the unflattering nickname of bin chicken. The quokkas, the quokkas or the ibis? The quokkas appear to be very friendly. Not so friendly to each other by the looks of it. Get out of my way. Can someone please take some postcards to share with Susanna? She really wanted to see the quokkas. Oh, look at that. It's just a nickname, man. So basically, they have urbanised successfully. They're from the northern parts of Australia, rainforest areas, and they've urbanised really successfully. Now you see them everywhere. And in fact, let me show you. Up here, we have them up in the trees up here. We have them on top of the fence railings over here. Where are they? There we go.
Oh, sorry.
And in this enclosure, so they're everywhere. And they raid garbage bins. All right, now let me see if we can get this little guy. And they even raid quokka food. Prettier than pigeons, yep. The ibis are generally wild. There might be one or two in an enclosure here, but on the whole, they're wild. Yep, they're just taking advantage of the free food, basically. Yes, they can fly out. Okay, this is the reptile pavilion. We'll come back to that if we've got time. I do want to. Last time I really just went on and on and on, didn't I? I went over 2 hours last time. Let's try and keep it to the 90 minutes this time, but I do want to try and show you everything. Wallabies. Who asked about wallabies? Here we go. Okay. So in this enclosure here we have, these guys are the eastern grey kangaroos. And we have the ubiquitous Platymelon in there as well. Okay. So kangaroos, the main differences are that, first of all, they're bigger. I'm just waiting for to move out. There's a fellow taking a photo and I don't want to get in front of his camera. That's all right, no problem. So the kangaroos are bigger than wallabies. Kangaroos prefer wide open spaces, whereas wallabies are happy to live in undergrowth and rocky terrain. That's the first major difference. And what they eat is different as well. Because of the terrain that they prefer, what they eat is different. So kangaroos will eat sort of grasses and those sort of foods, whereas wallabies will tend to go for leaves and berries more so. And I believe that means that they have a slightly different shaped face or jaw. But if I can find something a little bit more intelligent than my description, I will certainly share that with you. All right, so apparently there's more quokkas in this enclosure. I haven't seen any though, so we're going to keep a lookout. No, the wallabies they're very gentle. So in here we have the eastern grey kangaroo, we have the Kangaroo Island kangaroo, and we have a common wallaroo, which I believe is a bit of a cross between a kangaroo and a wallaroo, in that its size is similar to a kangaroo, but it does like the rocky, it says steep rocky hills with overhanging rocks and ledges is the kind of habitat that it lives in. So it says also wallaroos are not a hybrid of kangaroos and wallabies. They are a completely separate species. So you look out for this dark guy here. That's the wallaroo. The Kangaroo Island kangaroo is more of a reddish colour. And the eastern grey kangaroo is the one that we've already seen. So these guys here are your Kangaroo Island kangaroos. They've seen the food coming. They've seen the food coming. Okay. Oh my God, I hope your nails aren't sharp. Grabbing for the food. My goodness, it's like a house full of teenagers, isn't it? Let me go. Let me go. Okay, all right. Come on. You're going to learn to share. How about one for the little guy? There we go. Some for the little guy. Are they hungry or are they just greedy guts? Come on, let go now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, I escaped. All right, so I'm guessing that these ones are the wallaroos because they're the darker ones. Would I be right? Your guess is as good as mine, guys. So they definitely look darker than the ones that were just feeding their faces just now. Look at this. Look. Cute overload. Last time I was here, I found one of these had a joey in its pouch, so we'll keep an eye out for that one as well. Do you hear that annoying noise? That happens all night long, all hours of the morning. And it's a migrating bird. I think it's called, what is it called? It's a Pacific Coel, I think, Koel. That's not a resident in the park. It's just migrated. And they're cuckoo type birds, so they are parasitic. They invade other birds' nests, and the chick chucks the chick will hatch first, the Coel chick, and then it chucks the other eggs out of the nest. And then you've got these smaller birds like magpies and currawongs left with the job of feeding this enormous chick. Emus. That was some sort of goose. I'm not sure what sort of goose that is. Look, it's a very inviting and welcoming park, and I love it for that reason. So here we have some emus. These guys used to be allowed to wander around the park freely, but I think that they're quite aggressive in the way that they take the food out of your hand, and it's possible that the park management decided it was probably best to keep them separate from the visitors. But while we're standing here looking at birds, let me show you this one. This is a black-breasted buzzard. I didn't see a joey. Did anyone see a joey? I didn't see one. There didn't seem to be very many wallabies and kangaroos in there as I expected. So I don't know if they're doing some sort of rehoming or sharing with other parks, moving moving animals around. There's that bird again. I want to go in with the lorikeets, but I haven't found them yet. I'm sure I must have walked all the way around them and completely missed them. What was that bird? That was the black-breasted buzzard. Sorry, I'm just getting my And here we have an eastern osprey. Let me go back and show you that bird. Where is it? This one here. I'll try and zoom in on it for you. It's difficult with the light. I'm sorry we can't see it more clearly. Yes, the young of all the marsupials. In fact, I think the koala is also called a joey. So I'm not sure what's in that one. I think it might have been another one of these buzzards right up in the corner up there. But difficult to see. This one in here is an osprey. I saw him a moment ago. There he is. Eastern osprey. You're very beautiful. You're very handsome. Yes, Nancy. I think we might have said that almost at the same time. Very beautiful. Let me zoom in on this one. One more go. Look at the beak on it. I think there's room for flying in here, and it's certainly closed, the enclosure. So I imagine that it can fly in here. Big enclosure. There's another one up the back there, up on that branch. I don't know if you can see that one there. Oh, no, yeah, no. There it is. Hi, Benny. So many postcards, Cynthia. And so everything here is so photogenic, isn't it? This is a petting park. They've got young farmyard animals, so I don't think there's any need for us to really go in there. I want to find the lorikeets and see if the penguins are being fed. I think I might have found the lorikeet enclosure, or I found the exit for it anyway. So if we go this way... Oh, wombat alert. Wombat alert. Forget squirrel. We've got wombat. Over here, mate. Look this way. Look this way. Look this way. Let me see. Hello there. An active wombat. We've been looking for an active wombat all day, haven't we? Look at you. You are very, very handsome. Come around this way. Over here. Come on, don't be shy. No, not that way. Oh, ah. All right, we have to follow you. This way? Where can I get in here? Oh, there you are. Sorry. Let's try this way again. There you are. No. They're not very obliging, are they, these critters? All right, okay. We'll just stand here. See what you do next. We'll dig. We'll do what wombats do. We'll dig. You are lovely. You are very handsome, very beautiful. Look at you. Like a French bulldog. Yes, I agree. You're making it difficult for me, though. Ah, dear. Never worked with children and animals, huh? All right. How are we going with postcards? Because I'm ready to move on. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, look, he's showing. No, he's not going to show us his face. Just one last little attempt. I can't see where he's gone now because of the sun on my screen. Okay. Let's go in here. This is where I wanted to go. And I'll be ready to turn the camera around. Push. Whoop, bang. Pull. In here we have rainbow lorikeets and kookaburras. So up here, there's a couple of kookaburras up here. You might be able to get close to this one. But the star of the show in here is these guys. Rainbow lorikeets. They are so easily, well, not tamed, but you can get them into your balcony and feed them, your backyard and feed them really easily. People do feed them the wrong sort of things, sadly. They tend to feed them things like moistened bread, which is not very good for them. They are honey eaters. Yes, they're in the parakeet family. So they're called rainbow lorikeets, L-O-R. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't standing there. L-O-R. And this is that's a scaly-breasted lorikeet. It's slightly smaller. Its habitat is sort of threatened by the rainbow lorikeets, who are far more, well, not aggressive. It's Lorikeet. And these are the scaly-breasted lorikeets. They are very pretty. And I don't know what that one is. That one's got this little red cheek. It's just slightly different. But you can see how the rainbow lorikeet sort of hustles the other ones away. That one is so pretty. I'm going to find out what that one is. Feisty. I'd love to work here, Daisy. Let me see. We've got a Christmas tree of lorikeets up here. Let me see if I can see where those... Oh, hello, Mr. Kookaburra. You're still there. You're waiting to be admired. Oh, no. Stayed just long enough to show that he could fly off when he felt like it. So you can see this is their preferred food, just the nectar from the blossoms, in this case the eucalyptus blossoms. Let me see if I can get a side-on angle of this one. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Thanks for the follow, Lynn. And if there's anyone on the tour who isn't following me and would like to see more of my tours, just hit that follow button up the top and you'll get notifications. No, eucalyptus blossoms don't flower all year, but there is usually something that is honey producing in flower at any point during the year. So it might be bottle brush flowers or banksia flowers. They do make lovely postcards, don't they? It's getting nice and close to these two. Just at this time of year when the natural food is about for these guys in the park, best to take advantage of it. All right, now is there anything else I was going to try and see before we finished up? I think we might have missed the penguin feeding. These guys don't seem interested in sitting on my head today, so that's fine. We've got these two here. Oh, thank you for that, Anne. Thank you so much. They were really performing for us today, weren't they? There's a couple more scalies down here. So I think I just noticed some feeding happening in the enclosure next door. So we'll go over there. I'll actually go past the koala enclosure on the way out as well. So we'll see if we can get one more shot. We'll see if we can get one more shot of koalas before I finish up. Let's see how we go. Thank you, Rhonda. If I missed anybody else who showed their generosity, I do apologise. I think I might have missed one when I was trying to reconnect. Was it Will? In any case, I appreciate all your generosity. It allows me to pay for entrance to places like this and keep bringing this type of content to you. One more shot of the wombat. Now, where was the enclosure that I was next to where it looked like that they were feeding? First of all, where did that wombat go? I know what we did miss. We did miss out on seeing the tree kangaroos and the rock wallabies. So, if you're happy to stay with me for a few more minutes, I'll take a detour in that direction first before we go back past the koalas. These, I think, are the rock wallabies. So let's go and see. Oh, this one knows food's coming. So these are going to be a little bit trickier to take postcards of because it's through the fence, of course. But, yeah, look. So this is the rock wallaby. You're welcome, Dawn. There's one up there on top of the rock. There's another one up there on top of the rock. Sorry, I'm zoomed in and trying to pan, which is not ideal. Well, at least he's staying still for us. You're better behaved than some of your friends in the park. It looks like she's spreading the food out so that they all get an opportunity. Thank you, Dawn. Beautiful markings. Look at the tail, the really pretty stripy tail. Another one up on top there. Trying to get it without the bars in the way. Now I'm also keeping an eye out for the quolls, another little Aussie critter that we haven't seen yet. So that's the yellow-footed rock wallaby, and that's his terrain right out in the middle of Australia. So obviously not the kind of critter that we get to see very often. Over here on my right is a brolga, very large bird. Very pretty bird. He's eyeing me off. The bilbies. Yes, the bilbies. Let's go back past that enclosure and see if those school kids have moved out of the way. Just need to remember which way to go. I think it's this way. We've got various parrots here on my right. Back past the wombat. There's the lorikeet enclosure. We may not see the bilbies. Last time I was here, we didn't see them. Look at these guys. Different kind of rock wallaby. Thank you, David. Okay, where's the bilby enclosure? I'm pretty sure it's this way. This is the Tasmanian devil enclosure. I've never ever seen them. They're always hiding. Here we go. Here's some koalas. Who was asking for koalas? This one's actually quite lively. There's 3 up there. They must be about to get fed. Give me the leaves, he says. Give me the leaves. Over here, give them to me. Oh, goodness. Look at this. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, she literally picked up a koala and plonked it on top of the leaves. Okay, where is she taking you? Oh, look. Yeah, that's what he's saying. I'm sure of it. Where are my leaves, lady? Did you see that jump? Come around this side. I think we might have been in a better spot the first time. That's a really little one that she's got in her arms. Let me see. I'm going to try and zoom in on it. Oh, look. Trying to find a great spot to see them. Hold on. This isn't bad. We've got 4 clumped together in there. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm just wondering that. I wonder if she's feeding him something separately. So we have in here Blossom, Gera, Lizzie, and Petal. But she's got a 5th one by the looks of it. So, oh, she's just plonked him on. She's just plonked it up on the branch. So, is that one younger than the rest?
Yeah, she's one of the dolls from one of the girls.
Oh, really? So, how old would she be?
About 11 months.
11 months.
So almost a year old, yeah.
Cool. Oh, this one. Yeah, I reckon they're definitely putting something in the leaves. These guys are so active.
Very playful sort of just long flowers. Very intuitive, especially when it comes to sound.
All right, guys, we could stay here all day, couldn't we? Bring me more. Bring me more.
It take you long to get up there.
All right, let's go find those bilbies. How we're travelling so far, guys. This is the tree kangaroo that we saw earlier over there. Let's see if I can find you over there. Let me see. Yeah, he's lining up with the roof, unfortunately, so it's making it really tricky in terms of contrast. That's him just there. Do you see it? Is it clear? Beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay, bilbies. Where's the bilbies? Bilbies are, well, they're back towards the main entrance. So not this way. Oh, sorry, I'm zoomed in again. No problem, man. I'm glad you were able to join me for as long as you did. Thank you. So we're just looking for those bilbies. Found I'm pretty sure I found it. Yeah, I can see the sign for it. So quick penguin shot before we go. Hello, you. Oh, look, I'm getting a wave. Thank you. Wave to you too. Okay, yes, bilbies. Look, there's the sign for it. Over there. So we turn right. Past all the budgies. Budgeriggar enclosure over there. So we didn't see the reptiles today. And although here's one. Here's a tortoise. Hello, tortoise. Down there. Oh, hang on. Let me just sort this out. Go that way. Tortoise down there. No, I want to go this way. And let's see if we can see some bats. We saw some bats last time. Last time I was here. Now we need to adjust to the light. We've got the place to ourselves this time. Okay. Now I can see a bat just above us, up there. Okay, you look at the bat and I'll keep looking for bilbies. I don't like our chances. They are so elusive. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Catherine. Now let's see if we can see bilbies. That looked like a moth. I don't think that was anything. Yes, there might be more than one up there. Let's see. It's really difficult to define, isn't it? It could be more than one there. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, David. At least two, okay. Look, I've got a feeling, I'm wondering, look, it seems too small, but let's have a look. Let's try and see if we can find anything in here. I don't know. Oh, wait, there's bats up there. Something up there. What's that? Yeah, they're bats for sure. Yeah, humans weren't designed for these sort of dark spaces, were we? We can't see bilbies. There's no bilbies there. They're lying to us. I'm sure it's all a fib. They don't exist. I don't believe there's any bilbies in there. None that are willing to go hopping around and show themselves for us anyway. All right. We go out through, we'll take one last pass by the paddy melons because I've still got a cup full of food. Look, I've been carrying this around for nearly 2 hours. So let's at least share it. That's the way out through the gift shop, as always. Kerry, we saw one. Was it a turtle or a tortoise? We saw one. We didn't go into the reptile enclosure this time. But next time I'll definitely go into the reptile enclosure. This, I think, is that stone curlew that they do a breeding program for. Yes, we saw one turtle in the water. And the birds are really difficult to see apart from the beautiful lorikeets that we saw. And can I get out this way? Oh yes, here we go. Back to the pelicans. Back out and feed some more of these paddy melons, and then I'll finish up. I'll finish up over there. But as I said, I've got a cup full of food I haven't made. Last time I used 2 waffle cones of food. This time I've still got half a cup left. So let's share it around. So for anyone who missed the beginning of the tour, this is where the little paddy melons can choose to socialise with humans out here in the open, or if they prefer to get some peace and quiet, they can retreat to behind this rail, and humans aren't allowed behind that rail. So that's their little sanctuary. So here we are. Here's one of the little guys here. There we go. Yeah, thanks for joining me, Sam. Good night. Have a nice sleep. Midnight in the UK, I can totally understand that. There's none actually out behind the rail at the moment, so let's see if I can get... Here we go. Okay. I don't really want to give it all to you. I think you should share. What do you think? Okay. Some for the others. Is there any others that want some? But they've all just been fed as well, so they're not really hungry. All right, I am going to say goodbye to you all. Let's go find a little seat over here somewhere. One last look at the wombat. Who didn't see the wombat? There we go. You're a bit livelier now than when we first arrived, aren't you? You're welcome, Stacey. I'm glad everyone's enjoyed it. All right, so this is my second tour to the Featherdale Wildlife Sanctuary. It's a favourite place for us. We always bring our overseas visitors here. Let me just sit down and I can relax my gimbal hand, which is cramping up. Oh, got to shake it out. Okay, sitting down with the sound of the koel over there, the birds on my right. Thank you for everybody for joining me. As I said, this is my second tour here. The first time, everyone loved it so much that I thought, well, I have to absolutely come back again. So this time it's slightly warmer weather. It's a beautiful day. And I think leaving a nice big gap means that we can get people returning ready to see it again. But we always bring our overseas visitors here because it's such a beautiful place. And you can get up close and feeding the animals, which is always a wonderful experience. So what have I got on tomorrow? Oh, that's right. I'm with Hoi from Vietnam. We're doing a collaboration tomorrow. So we're going out to... He'll be doing his half in Hoi An, and he'll be tracking down a treat that I had never heard of before. And then it's my job to taste it. So that'll involve me going down to the Cabramatta area in Sydney, which is a big Vietnamese community, and I'll taste the treat that he finds for me, and then we'll go looking to see if we can find the fruit in the fruit and veg market. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Alrighty, and Hoi is lovely. He's just so much fun, and he'll make it fun for all of us. So hopefully we'll get to see you tomorrow. Otherwise, the next tour is Dinosaurs at Scenic World. So I'm going down into the valley on the scenic railway. We're going to go see the animated dinosaurs, and that's going to be awesome. So try and get onto one or both of those tours if you can. Thanks so much again, everybody, and see you again very soon. What time is which one? The Scenic World one is 10 o'clock, I think, my time, which is tomorrow is midday my time, which is I know that's late for you guys in the UK, but it kind of works for people in the US. So unfortunately, the UK guys, it's going to be a bit of an ask tomorrow. But on Thursday, my time is I think it's 10 a.m., which is 11 p.m. I think. Is that right in the UK? Thanks for the follow, Shannon, and see you all again really soon. Okay, guys, bye for now.